I think one thing that I learned from Coach was like my positioning on when a kid is coming up the side of the ice, and to like prevent a goal if he passes across, like have a better angle on that. One of my favorite things this season is when all the coaches called me in and we all had a talk, and then I asked for their signatures, but I forgot the piece of paper, and then they made me wear it for like the next 3 practices. So yeah. I would probably say the 3 reasons would be like acceptance, understanding, and patience, because a lot throughout the season, we've definitely tested Coach's patience. So I appreciate him like being patient with us along the way, understanding like where we're coming from and why like we're doing things. What was my other thing? Okay. Yeah, I just really appreciate all the coaches and like how they stuck with us through the whole season, and they never like gave up on us. So yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Again, thank you for coaching me this season, and thank you for making it awesome for me and enjoyable. And yeah, thank you.
One thing I learned from Coach this season that made an impact on me was, even if we're like behind or we're on the edge of giving up, to just keep pushing and don't stop. Definitely some of my favorite moments of the season that Coach played a role in. We're scoring a lot of goals, which I believe I couldn't have done that without Coach, without positioning, without knowing what to do. 3 words I would describe Coach with would definitely be strict and like kind of like kind-hearted. So he wants like what's best for you, and wise.
Why?
Because he always seems to know what to do in any situation. So.
One thing I learned from Coach is that in corner battles, you got to be tough on your stick, and you really just got to enter that, that fuck you. So my favorite moment of the season was probably when we beat the Sun Devils in their house. We won 6-4, and we really just played as a complete team, and the coaches, they walked us through every step, with our break-ins and breakouts, and regroups. So 3 words to describe Coach. Trustworthy. I think that things that he say, we can always count on. He would never lie to us. He's knowledgeable. He knows what he's talking about. And he's fun. He does all these drills, and we're learning stuff, but at the same time, they're fun. So.
One thing I learned from Coach was the penalty kill, and I mastered that with him. He taught me everything I need to know by surfing the middle and pressuring the one guy. My favorite moment from the season was going to the team lunches. Coach was always fun, interacted with us, and made jokes about how stinky we were. Coach is trustworthy, loyal, and fun. He always has fun with us on the bench, on the ice, or at the team lunches. And we can always trust him to choose the right play, pull in the goalie, which power play to go out, and which line to go out.
All right, and is there anything else you want to add? It's optional.
All right. Thank you, Coach, for a very fun season and teaching us all as a whole to be a Bobcat team.
One thing that I learned from Coach Trey this year was to trust myself with the puck on the blue line and to walk it across and take the shot. Oh, my favorite moment from the season was definitely playing in the AHL rink in Utica. And Coach played a role in that because it wasn't a blowout game, and it was against a good team that we actually played tight. I would say kind, because they're always there to support you. Understanding, because if you mess up a drill and you take responsibility, they understand that, like, sometimes it was your first time doing it, or like maybe you got stuff going on. Like, I broke my wrist and coach was completely fine with it, and we got workarounds. And the last one's responsible, because sometimes when, like, I'm gonna be completely honest, when he messes up something, he doesn't blame it on the players all the time, and he'll take responsibility for it. I feel like all the coaches, one thing that helped me improve this year was how they all taught me, like, good positioning and how, like, where to be at what the right time is. My favorite part of the season was probably the practices. All the coaches, they all have good, They all have good drills. They all fun. I'll describe Coach Rob as fun, because he's a fun guy. He's also pretty cool. He's pretty chill, but he gets on you sometimes. And he's also tough, because he has hard drills, but he also makes it fun at the same time.
Something I learned from the coach this season is that an L is not a loss, it's a lesson, and that we shouldn't just dwell on defeat and instead learn from our defeat and what we did wrong. When we went all out to team dinner at Chipotle, the coaches had to discipline us because we were misbehaving at some point, but afterward he took us out to Chipotle. They're smart, they are knowledgeable and can teach everyone a lot about what they've learned, and they're funny and keep things entertaining on the ice even when you're having a rough time.
All right, one thing I learned from Coach is I learned proper dieting and good nutrition, and it's affected me by, like, helping me cut weight. And, like, since I've had that talk with Coach, I've cut around 30 pounds. Honestly, I really loved the Dallas tournament, just the whole thing. Coach he was always telling jokes, he was really having fun. It was just a good time for everyone. I would say probably confident, because not just in himself, but also he's been confident in me, which has allowed me to be more confident in myself. I'd say caring, but in, like, kind of a tough love way. He really does care for the team and does whatever it takes to get us where we need to be. And then finally, I think I'd say he's very knowledgeable. He really knows what he's talking about, and he really just uses all of his experience to get us better.
I would say just like how you treat hockey and, like, how you treat the sport, and like where you can go after high school and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. My favorite moment this season was probably just, like, traveling and, like, all the tournaments that we went to, and just, like, being with the team and, like, having fun and, like, going out to, like, lunch and stuff. I mean, the coaches were there, so that'd be fun. Yeah, that. I would say respectful. That's number one. Number two, I would say kind. Just, like, good people. And number three, I'd say, like, hardworking. And yeah. Oh, that's more than.
And why?
And why? Because that's who they are. That's just, like, how all three, that's just how I see them. Like, I see them as hard workers and like, good people. Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to add about this?
No, I'm good. I had lots of fun this season, and yeah.
One thing I learned was like how to play structured hockey. I wasn't the best at that before this year, but I got a lot better. I'd have to say my favorite moment of the season was the entirety of the Florida trip, just going to the beach with everybody and hanging out with the boys. And the coaches played a role by just having the team together. Structured, hardworking, and passionate. Well, they're always running a structured practice, and they're super passionate about the game. So.
This season, the coaches taught me how to get to more of the dirtier areas of the ice, go more towards the middle to the net to get those greasy goals and to just work harder in general. Yeah. My favorite moment of this season was probably when I scored that hattie in the championship game, even though we lost. And coaches helped me with that because they kept me up and taught me how to get to the spots to get those goals and how to put it in the net. You know. If I could describe the coaches, it'd probably be fun, committed, and good at teaching. Because they're pretty good at explaining the drills and whatnot, and they love what they do, obviously, and they're good at it.
Probably being able to play with Power Play 1 and Power Play 2 probably opened up a lot more opportunities for me to actually be out on the ice. And then also being on power or penalty kill, probably with Digger, really helped me with learning how to kill. So that's what I learned. Probably when I was in Florida, because it helped with me being on defense. So really a lot more opportunity again to be on the ice, and just, yeah, it was really fun being out there, having a new learning experience. Probably the 3 words would be loving, energetic, and funny, because it's you guys really know what to do with the kids, and really helped me with being able to connect with you guys easily. So that's why I think those are 3 words.
They all kind of helped me walk the blue better, and I think that really helped my game out. Probably the 6-on-3 against Bobcats Elite. That was pretty fun. They called it, so that was pretty fun. Probably generous, helpful, wise. Yeah.
You have any stories about why?
They're very smart. That's, yeah.
One thing I learned from all the coaches was that to control my temper on the bench and to bring everyone up and be positive. My favorite moment was probably getting wins and then getting in and out after. And they played a good role in it because they brought the whole team together for, good wins. So I'll say passionate, hardworking, and determined is my 3 words that I would describe the coaches with.
One thing that made an impact on me that Coach told me this year is probably just being a better teammate in general, just helping me learn better decisions and taking my time, being more patient. Probably after the Michigan game, when he said if we won, we'd go to In-N-Out. The first one in Peoria, that one was amazing. It was just fun. It was a good time. It was Coach's idea, so. They're fair. They're definitely fun, and probably working. They definitely work you, so.
Keep my head up, and when I have the puck, move my feet and not go through them. Probably right before we played the Sharks the second time, when they told us just to go out and have fun, and we did, even though it didn't end the best. Hardworking, pushing us to be better. passionate about the game. They really like the game. They want us to play better, and they just work us so we can play better.
One thing I learned from the coaches is, like, you know, just mainly how to be an offenseman. He taught me how to play, like where to play and stuff. My favorite moment, that's a tough one. There's a lot of good moments. Mainly like before the games when Coach would like hype us up and like just tell us our lines and who's going out, and you know, he'd just prepare us, and it was really helpful. Like, probably tough, aware, and experienced. They're all like have their certain areas in the game where they're really good, and combined it is just really helpful.
One thing I learned was my vocabulary. I learned a new word, malingering. I still don't really know what it means, but I know it means I was being a pussy. That's the first one, so yeah. Probably breaking my collarbone, just because they were there for me and they helped me through it. If I could describe them in 3 words, it would probably be motivated, caring, and loving, I guess. I don't know, they always push us and try to make us better every practice and game, so that really helps.
I think one thing I learned was leadership skills. It's something that really developed over the year as a captain, kind of just helping me to develop that and just be more outspoken, really, in general. I think our favorite moment, probably in the tournament when we made it to that championship game. You know, it's really fun just to experience that, and I think that the coaches helped us get there, especially all the way through the season, starting from the beginning. We weren't really a good team, and he sort of fixed that for us. I'm gonna say funny, because they're all pretty funny. Smart, they know what they're doing out there. And for the third one, let's just go like kind, because honestly they treat us with the same respect that we're supposed to treat them with, and I think that's a really good aspect for coaches and for a team.
Okay, is there anything else you want to add? Thank you or anything else?
Yeah, thank you so much for making me a captain this year and just helping me get better as a player.